Hi, and welcome to this Yoga Nidra meditation. My name is Jacqueline, and today's session is going to be centered around cultivating peace. We're going to bring peace into our minds, peace into our bodies, ultimately bringing peace into our subconscious and into our existence. So I'd like to start by inviting you to come to lie in a supine or flat position on your back. If that's not available for you today, you can always come to a seated position, either in a chair or with your back against the wall. The most important thing here is that you're as absolutely comfortable as possible. Remembering that the goal in doing Yoga Nidra is really to take the doing out of the meditation. So being comfortable is really key to getting the most out of these next 15 or so minutes that we're going to spend together today. So as you begin to settle in and find that comfortable spot, I want you to slowly start to become aware of your breath. Maybe wiggle around, get your body as relaxed as absolutely possible. You can also start to close the eyes, or if it's more comfortable for you, you can soften the gaze and just relax the eyelids. Inhaling through the nose, let's take a nice deep full breath in and exhaling through the nose completely. If you find that your mind begins to wander at all throughout the session, coming back to the breath is always a great place to find yourself again. Allow your breath to be your place of peace. Allow it to be where you go when your mind begins to drift or gets overwhelmed with thoughts. So let's take a few more deep breaths here once you've settled in. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. And whenever you're ready, I want to invite you to begin to think about a mantra you'd like to bring into today's practice. I always encourage people to make it a positive and definitive statement. And even if you're struggling today and finding peace seems way out of reach, you can always allow the mantra to be an affirmative sentence. Along with your breath, we're going to bring peace into this practice today with that mantra. Perhaps your mantra is very direct and very simple. You can go with something like, I am peace. I am content. And again, if you're not feeling it or you're not quite there today, that's all right too. It can be a secondary statement like, I am capable of finding peace. I am capable of letting go. But take a moment right now as you continue to stay connected to your breath to find that mantra. Allow it to come to you. Allow it to be a definitive statement and something you really feel. As we continue to breathe, inhaling and exhaling through the nose, I want you to feel peace coming into your body with every inhalation. And feel whatever negativity or stress or anxiety you're holding on to leave your body with every exhalation. Let's take one more deep inhale. Good, and exhale, release. Hopefully by now you've come to find that mantra and you've repeated that sentence in your mind. If not, let's begin to do that along with staying connected to our breath. Inhaling and saying the mantra to yourself in your mind. And again, exhaling, repeating that mantra over again. Inhale, I am content. And exhale, I am content. Good, let's do that for 2 more breath cycles here. Now let's move to bring peace into our bodies. Starting at the crown of your head, I want you to raise your eyebrows and then release them. Moving down the body, come to the jaw. On your next inhale, I want you to clench your jaw as tight as you can. Maybe clenching even tighter. Good, and then release. As we continue to scan the body, let's go ahead and tense and raise those shoulders, shrugging them to the ears. Maybe a little closer if you can. And then release. Let's do a body scan now that we've tightened and relaxed a few of our muscles. Do the eyebrows feel soft? Is the jaw unclenched? Are the shoulders relaxed and resting away from the ears? And if not, that's okay. I'm going to invite you then to take one big inhalation. And exhale, releasing it out, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the shoulders, and relaxing the eyebrows as you fall into a state of even more relaxation. Good, we'll continue down into the lower extremities now. I want you to clench your butt cheeks, those buttocks as tight as you can. Squeeze, 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 and release. Moving down to the hands, I want you to make a fist, clench that fist, feel that tension, feel that energy. Get all of it into the fist. Good, and release. Moving to the quads, let's go ahead and engage those quads, squeezing those muscles to those thigh bones, flexing every muscle in your thigh that you possibly can, engaging, hugging them towards the bone. Good, and release. Moving to the calves, we can flex our toes, pointing them towards your head. Flex, get that tight calf muscle. Good, and release. We can move into the tension of the toes. Crinkle those toes, make them into a fist as you did your hand. Every last bit of tension that might be looming in your body into those toes. Send all of that negative energy, all of that anger and anxiety there. Squeeze them tight as you can. Good, and release. Let's just take a minute here to scan our bodies overall, staying connected to the breath again, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Taking a moment here to see if there are any areas, any parts of your body that are still feeling a little tense or tight that might need a little extra breath sent that way to help bring it peace and relaxation. So on your next inhalation, I want you to send the breath to those parts of the body that still might be feeling tight. Good, and exhale, I want you to let it out with an open mouth and sigh it all out. Good, let's do that one more time. Inhale, sending the breath where it's needed. And exhale, sigh it out. Perfect. Now we're going to get into the more visualization part of this Yoga Nidra. Before we do that, I want you to repeat your mantra one more time with your breath, inhaling. Good, and repeating it as you exhale. Now I want you to begin to visualize yourself in the one place that makes you feel the most at peace. Maybe that's at the beach. For me, it's on an airplane. That's where I find the most peace. Maybe it's in bed lying down with your partner watching your favorite show, or at the mall with your best friends, on the golf course, wherever that place may be. I want you to go there now in your mind. What does it smell like? What does it feel like to be in that place? How does being there make you feel? What emotions are you experiencing while you're in this place of peace and contentment? I want you to take in all the sights and the sounds around you as if you're there right now physically. Place yourself there right now and allow yourself to be in that place of peace. How does your heart feel being in this place? Does your frequency and the vibration in your body feel different? Try to tune into how it feels to be at this place that brings you peace. And I want you to feel that happiness starting to grow, starting to take over different areas of your body. Maybe you start to smile slightly just being in that place because it brings you so much joy. And while we're here in this happy place, let's begin to repeat our mantra as we begin to breathe, inhaling and exhaling. Good. Repeating the mantra quietly in your head and with your breath. Let's do that one more time. Good. I'm going to invite you now to release that mantra as we slowly begin to work our way towards the end of today's session. As you continue to breathe, we can start to slowly bring our awareness back into our physical body. Maybe you start to softly wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. You can move your head gently from side to side. Just allow your mind to come back to its physical body, wherever you're lying or sitting down. If you want to bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a nice gentle hug before releasing, I invite you to do that. It's kind of my favorite way to seal in the work that we've done before I go about the rest of my day. Continuing to breathe, I want you to hold these final moments as close to your heart as you possibly can before you come back to a seated or standing position. Inhale that sense of peace one last time. And exhale, allowing the body to relax and settle into the peace that now exists inside of us. Go ahead and take your time here if you'd like to roll onto one side and take a few more breaths before you come to seat or stand. And I hope today's session brought you out of the physical world and into a state of peace, both mentally and physically. I hope that you're able to call on today's mantra whenever you feel like you need it, whenever you feel like you just need a moment of peace, whenever you feel like you need to deactivate or separate yourself from whatever's happening in this realm of reality. And I hope you're able to connect to that breath and that mantra to cultivate peace in your spirit whenever it's necessary. Thank you for joining me today, yogis. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. May peace be with you always. Namaste.
Shiva.